Welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Founders raising funding can use cold email outreach to find investors. In emailing an investor for your fundraise, avoid the following mistakes. Start the email by telling your entire story in one go. Investors want to know what it's about before committing to hearing your whole story. Skip the research and send a deal to an investor that doesn't fit. Research the investor to see if it meets their criteria. Mention what your startup does at the end of the email. This requires the investors to scan through the entire email to figure out what you do. Investors need to know this up front as it provides context. Fail to personalize the email by starting with, "Hi there." This shows the investor it's a mass email and not meant for them personally. Use a generic subject line such as, "New deal." This doesn't tell the investor anything and indicates a lack of effort in crafting the email. Leave out the call to action. You need to tell the investor what you want them to do. This could be to set up a call, log into an upcoming investor briefing, or make a referral. Make the overall email lengthy with big blocks of text. This signals to the investor a substantial time commitment to figure out what it's all about. Investors want to know that there's a high probability that this will be a good fit for them, so it's best to indicate that up front. Avoid these mistakes in your email outreach. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.